So in this video, let us see how to, what is the meaning of GST? What is GST? Now GST is nothing but goods and service tax. Remember, goods and service tax. Before GST, GST is applicable in 2017, July 2017. Okay. Before GST, remember, there were tax like VAT, value added tax, service tax, etc. Okay, a lot of taxes were there. VAT, service tax, then there is a excise, okay, FBT tax is there, then luxury tax, entertainment tax, lot of taxes were there. Basically, the business are classified into two. One is called trade business and second is called service business. Trade is nothing but those business which are dealing in purchase and selling of goods. Selling of goods. These are called trade businesses. And service business is nothing but the business which just give the service. For example, in institutions, we give service. We are not selling and purchasing the goods. We give service. Similarly, there is tours and travels, event management, security company, advertisement company. They give services. They just give service. So that type of business is called service business. Remember, before GST, for trade business, VAT was applicable. VAT was applicable at that time. Value added tax was applicable. And service tax business, the service business, service tax was applicable. Even for this one, trade business, even excise also tax was applicable. FBT, luxury tax, this is applicable for service related business. Now, remember, when the GST is applicable in 2017, in July 2017, all these taxes, government they had done, all these taxes are removed. Okay, now there is only one tax called GST, goods and service tax. That means goods and service tax. That means what? If your business is a trade business or a service business, for both this business, only one tax is applicable, that is called goods and service tax. Now VAT is not there, service tax is not there, all the taxes are removed. Okay. So any type of business, GST is applicable. Okay. Now let us see. Under GST, the GST is classified as CGST, SGST and IGST. CGST stands for Central Goods and Service Tax. SGST stands for State Goods and Service Tax, and IGST stands for Integrated Goods and Service Tax. Now let us talk about what CGST and SGST. The CGST and SGST stand for whenever we are purchasing and selling the goods within the state. Remember, within the state at that time. Now, so for example, this is the bill. This is just a bill what I made here, just to explain you. Actual bills I'll give you later on when we will do practicals. Now here, assume that you are working for ABC company. The goods are sold to Peter Fernandez on this date. These are the items which are sold. These items are of 12% GST. Now see, assume that this is sold in Goa. Okay. Whenever any transaction, not only sales, even purchase also, or any transaction which is happening in state, in our state, that is Goa, on the bill you will find CGST and SGST. Okay. Now what is this? At present I'll show the GST percentage. These are the GST percentage: 0, 5, 12, 18 and 28. These are the GST percentage. You can note down also 0, 5, 12, 18 and 28%. These are the GST rates. Now suppose I sold the goods within the state or purchased the goods within the state, and if the items are of 12%, it will divide this item into two. CGST will be 6% and SGST will be 6%. Suppose you are purchasing the goods, suppose these items are of 18% item, then on the bill you will find CGST will be 9%, SGST will be 9. 9 what? 18. If these percentages are of 5%, assume that these goods are of 5% sale, then this GST will be 2.5, 2.5, like that. Okay. Whenever you see CGST and SGST on the bill, that means that transaction is happen in the state, that is in Goa at present. Okay. Now sometime you will find on the bill IGST directly 12%. There is no bifurcation. Assume that these items right now is at 12%. That's why I said 12%. If it is 18%, then IGST will be 18%. So 18%, wherever you can see 18% on the bill, okay, directly 18% IGST. That means this transaction is happen outside the state, remember. Okay, so IGST stand for outside the state. There is no bifurcation for IGST. And for CGST, SGST within the state. Okay, for CGST, SGST within the state, if the transaction happen within the state, there will be CGST, SGST on the bill. And if the transaction happen outside the state, there will be only IGST on the bill. Okay, so you can make out easily. When you see IGST, that means transaction is happen outside the state. When you see CGST, SGST on the bill, that means what transaction is happen within the state. Okay, so understood about the GST. So these percentage also are very important. You have to remember CGST, SGST, so and so and so. Detail about this transaction we will see later on. This is just an explanation for you.